Good morning, second grade. We are ready for breakfast with AJ. And yesterday we started reading our new book, Miss Daisy is Still Crazy. And we ended the chapter yesterday with the kids are now in third grade with Mr. Cooper, and he was out being sick because he had an ingrown toenail, and the kids were so worried that it was going to grow through his body and out his head. Mr. Klotz was just in there that was telling them that they was going to have a substitute teacher. And we ended the chapter with Nana Nana Boo Boo on you. So today's chapter is chapter 2, Guess Who? It was Miss Daisy. Well, hello again, third graders, she shouted. If you read a book called Miss Daisy is Crazy, you know that Miss Daisy was our teacher last year when we were in second grade. And if you don't read that book, well, you should really read that book right now. Go ahead, read it. We'll wait here. So, did you read it yet? Anyway, Miss Daisy used to be our teacher. Then she went and got married to our reading specialist, Mr. Mackey. They had a baby girl named Jackie Mackey. Miss Daisy took time off from teaching to take care of the baby, and now she was back as a substitute teacher. We all ran over and hugged her. Miss Daisy, shouted Emily. Miss Daisy, shouted Ryan. Miss Daisy, shouted Neil. In case you were wondering, everyone was shouting Miss Daisy. Her name isn't Miss Daisy anymore, said Andrea. Now it's Mrs. Daisy, right? Oh, yeah. When women get married, they change their name from Miss to Mrs. Or from Mrs. to Ms. to Mrs. Nobody knows why. You can call me whatever you like, said Miss Daisy. Not all women change their name. Some of them keep their old name, and some of them put Ms. in front of their name. That's weird. Women should make up their mind. But Miss Daisy will always be Miss Daisy to me. I have to go to a meeting, said Mr. Klotz, who is always going to meetings. I'll be back in a little while to see how you're making out. Ugh, disgusting. I'm not making out with anybody. Miss Daisy took off her coat and hung it in the cloak room. I missed you kids so much, she told us. You're getting to be so big. We missed you too, said Andrea, who is a big brown noser. How is your baby, Jackie Mackey? Miss Daisy took out her purse and showed us about 1,100,000 baby pictures. Aw, she's cute. She's adorable. All the girls were oohing and awing over the pictures. Sheesh, it was just a baby. They were acting like Jackie Mackey was the first baby born in the history of the world. Don't you think Jackie Mackey is cute, Arlo? Andrea asked me. She looks like Winston Churchill, I replied. I saw some old guy on TV named Winston Churchill. He looked like a big baby. That's when I realized something. All babies look like Winston Churchill. Can she walk? Asked Michael. No, said Miss Daisy. Can she talk? Asked Neil, the nude kid. No, said Miss Daisy. So what good is she? I asked. Arlo, said Andrea. That's mean. Jackie Mackey will be walking and talking very soon, Miss Daisy told us. But I'm a little worried about her today. Today is the first time in daycare. Oh, I'm sure she'll be fine, said Alexia. But what if something happens to her? Asked Miss Daisy. She might fall, or one of the other kids might hurt her. I've never been away from Jackie Mackey for more than a few minutes. Nothing's going to happen, I assured Miss Daisy. I was in daycare when I was Jackie Mackey's age, and look how I turned out. You're a mess, Arlo, said Andrea. Your face is a mess, I told Andrea. Oh, snap, said Ryan. Andrea and I stuck out our tongues at each other. Enough bickering, you two, said Miss Daisy. We have a lot to do today. Mr. Cooper left me a list of things you need to learn while he's gone. Miss Daisy picked up a big pad of paper and showed us the list. Who invented kitty litter? Why is the Statue of Liberty green? How many stomachs does a cow have? Which planet has the most moons? What is a footnote? Miss Daisy looked at the list for a long time. Then she did the most amazing thing in the history of the world. She ripped the list into little pieces. Those are ridiculous things to learn, she said. Do you really want to learn stuff today? Yes, shouted all the girls. No, shouted all the boys. What do you want to learn? Miss Daisy asked. I want to learn about science, said Andrea. Well, I don't know anything about that, replied Miss Daisy. I want to learn math, said Emily. Well, I don't know anything about that either, replied Miss Daisy. I want to learn about history, said Alexia. I can't help you there, replied Miss Daisy. I want to learn about current events, said Annette. I'm clueless about current events, replied Miss Daisy. Miss Daisy doesn't know anything about anything. She must be the dumbest teacher in the history of the world. Is there anything that you do know about? Asked Michael. Miss Daisy thought about it for a long time. Yes, she finally told us. There is one thing I know a lot about. Bonbons. Bonbons are chocolate treats about the size of a large acorn. They're yummy. I'll tell you what, Miss Daisy said. Let's take a break from learning new things. You can have indoor recess for the rest of the day instead of learning. We can just sit around eating bonbons. Yay! Shouted everybody. Miss Daisy took some bonbons out of her purse and passed them around. She's the best teacher in the history of the world. And chapter 3 for tomorrow will be a writing lesson. Ooh, Miss Daisy's going to teach them how to write. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so remember, today is Wednesday. This is our schedule for the day. Let me grab it. Patterson's still having a little bit of trouble walking, but I am better than yesterday. So I will be putting up our SEL, our religion, and our spelling information. And then at 9:30, I need my green group to get online. And then at 10 o'clock, everybody needs to get on for PE, okay? And then this afternoon, we'll have math on the YouTube channel. And then at 12:30, everybody needs to get back on because we're going to learn a little bit pre-knowledge about Helen Keller because we're going to read a story about Helen Keller next week. And so this week, we're going to watch a little video and learn about a little bit of information about Helen Keller. So I will be putting your SEL up in just a little bit. See you later.